Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin currently is working on trying to get over the 618 Fibonacci level. I'm saying that it's possibly within a C wave during a ABC correction, trying to go up within a wave 3 from a larger impulse that could possibly be taking the price of Bitcoin to around $30,000 if this was all to work out right. So as Bitcoin did come down within this wave 2, it's really been struggling within an ABC correction to try to get a breakout to really complete this wave 3. The big thing is that this price here at this Fibonacci level, the 618 Fibonacci level of $20,400 is one that has a lot of resistance. A lot of resistance that has been holding the price of Bitcoin down for nearly a month now. So there's a lot really behind this price, and there's been multiple attempts to try to break through it, and it has not succeeded. So these last couple days, I should say actually the whole month of October, it's been trying it consistently, just trading sideways along this line. And when it does break through, or hopefully it does break through, because there is a possibility that that might not be the case, at least at this moment. And if it does break through, though, there are other factors that we do have to pay attention to. Now, here we're looking at the daily chart. You can see this consolidation within the price and seeing how that within these Fibonacci levels that we're working on right now, especially the price of $20,400, this is exactly where our 50-day moving average is, which is causing a lot of the resistance that we're trying to get through as well. So one, it's of course the Fibonacci level. The other is the fact is that as we had managed to get above that 20-day moving average, that 50-day moving average is creating some issues for us right now. And after we do pump through this, that 100-day moving average is right up there within our bull market support band. So this is a lot of price that is above $22,000 that we will be getting to. And if we're able to break through that bull market support band, then that's the most bullish case scenario for Bitcoin. Because as I've been saying here recently, if you look over at the bull market support band and you look at the cryptocurrencies that are on the other side of that right now, they have a lot of momentum at the moment. So as we're seeing the market with a bit of confusion, you can look over at cryptocurrencies like a quant, for example, that is right above that bull market support band and is also above all of its movement averages. We also have the same thing going on with XRP, that is above the bull market support band and it's above its 200-day moving average. So we can see that there's a handful of cryptocurrencies that are making these moves right now. Now, since the stock market does have a lot of influence on the price of Bitcoin, something important to look at is the S&P 500. Now, looking at how the S&P 500 is looking right now, it did come down within a 5 wave. So we have the beginning of 2022 that went into our first wave. That had completed back in February. Then we went up in a wave 2. We had that rally, as you guys remember, that took us into April. And that April price of the S&P and Bitcoin and all that stuff, that was something that just, as we got into the second quarter of 2022, everything just nosedived. And as you can see, that's how this is all played out. Basically, right at the beginning of April, the S&P dropped, Bitcoin dropped, everything dropped this time a really good amount. And if we look at where this had completed, it was around mid-June, just like what we had going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin in mid-June, same thing. Then it went up in a wave 4, which we saw that happen in August, as we have with Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies in mid-August. We had them reach a top, and then they also then went down back in value. So what we got going on is that the S&P is within a trend that it used to be in right now, and I would expect there to be probably a decent amount of trading within this. Now, there is also this trend down here, and this is the actual correction trend. So we did have a pretty large scale correction up here, but at the same time, the S&P, as it was following this trend up, it never really would spend much time above the top line, because if it did, that's when the correction comes in. That's when the price falls. I mean, even though that this is the the 2020 major correction that we had. But you can see how this would all play out. It would fall within this line, and we'll just cancel this one out just because we know what caused that. I don't want to say it for YouTube reasons. They don't allow us to say that, but that's what had happened. Now we can see how everything was kind of just like really lined up within this. So seeing that the trend has had a shift here with the S&P and NASDAQ and all that, this is something that we have to also look at as saying, hey, this could be possibly bullish if we did reach that bottom there within that fifth wave. And then we're going to be back in the area where we should be to see normal growth within the stock market possibly. That could be something that could be very beneficial for Bitcoin. So given those details, then Bitcoin might have a chance here to see a pretty decent pump, especially that a lot of people were thinking that the stock market was just going to go down more and more. Well, things haven't been working out that way. And so the possibility that Bitcoin can start pumping through these Fibonacci levels and get on the other side of this bull market support band, there's not a whole lot of price movements that need to happen to see such a thing work out. So the price that we're working on right now, $20,400 is a very key price. Let's just say $20,500. We need to pump through that. This 50% Fibonacci level is going to be another very key area. So let's just say $21,500 is going to be the next phase that we need to get through. And after we do that, then more than likely, as this bull market support band does come down, then we might be able to quickly start going on the other side of that. And from that point, I expect that we'll start seeing this wave 3 really play out and Bitcoin have the possibility of going to that $30,000 price, which cross our fingers that would happen. So anyways, this will be where this daily report of Bitcoin does end. If you guys like content like this, please do consider subscribing. I talk about cryptocurrencies every single day, and now I'm going to jump on the next cryptocurrency to talk about. I'll see you all in the next one.